Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey.
And he stopped immediately there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll go play action with Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. It's Dominic Robinson who comes in and makes a play.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Dobbins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of the play. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they're pushed forward for a couple to the 34. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bears first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Williams.
3-yard line.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and a yard.
What is up?
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 17
A good
yards.
pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 25 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's Nick's.
It's 3rd and 7.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Nix from the shotgun. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. What's good on the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
14. Bears 8.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Able to slither by. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9. To the air, Williams. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll try and run here with Swift. And now nothing but green ahead of him. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. just before halftime. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Nix to the air. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Nix.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 21-15.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Bears 15.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
A beautiful fake. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A handoff. Here's Harvey.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
Dobbins trying the left side.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the Broncos first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he's got it to about the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time. May bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw, it's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
To throw, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And again back to Kmet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Hard throw, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ready to run.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First down, Broncos.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. A handoff running left is Dobbins.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, 67 yards.
And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two.
The Broncos
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Williams.
And his throw is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing is Williams. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears are back within a score.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 12 here. It's third down. On the handoff, Harvey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams.
And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
That's complete. Romadoon's in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Williams.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced